I want to try to describe a feeling I've been having. I turned 40 2 months ago, and right now I'm visiting my parents out back east. Snow on the ground, and it's a little wild. It's a little bit of a crazy throwback to a time after college where I was extremely lost in my life. Started making some improvements, some changes. Things were going good. My life kind of went on a roller coaster for a bunch of years and kind of pile drived off a cliff for a little while. In my mid-30s, I started to try to figure out why the hell I'm here. What's the point? Started looking for good advice, useful perspectives. Even once I started to get a grapple on some of those, it was a few years before I had the right motivation to start putting them in action. In 2019, I decided I was gonna not leave my wife alone on this earth. By dying in my 40s from all the terrible things that were starting to happen as I gained more and more weight and got more and more unhealthy, I decided I was gonna not leave her alone. And then I started making hard choices and putting to work some of the stuff that I'd learned. And over the last 4 years, I've now lost 300 pounds. I've taken control of my health. I'm starting to take control of my life. I'm making big changes. And it's strange. About a week before the day I turned 40, I had this experience where I turned from an incredible week of singing barbershop with folks from all over the world at a convention. And I got back to my normal life and went back to my normal routine of, getting through my day and getting my exercise, eating right, and finally earning those couple of hours of video games and streaming at night. And it wasn't scratching the usual itch. It started to feel pointless. Eventually got to the point where it was more painful to be playing than just to stop. The next week I did everything I could to stay busy, doing non-gaming things. I literally got myself out of the house, doing something every single night, worn myself out. Not a sustainable level of energy. But all to prevent myself from having to be in the place where I've spent the last 25 years distracting myself rather than trying to work on the things that are bothering me, making me suffer in this life. Not too long after, I couldn't keep this up, and of course, I had a night at home, and I had the decision of what to do, to go back to the known, the comfort of the routine that I knew and that filled up some of the hole in my heart, or to grin and bear it and try to sit in that void, allow the hole to be as big as it is. I made the hard choice to do the latter, and I've been making that choice for the last 10 weeks or so. And it's led to some surprising places, revelations. The result of all this, of peeling back the layers of distraction, of the accumulated effect of making healthy choices that make my mind and body feel better, has been the sense that I've woken up at the age of 40 after falling asleep in my teens. And I'm just asking myself, where the fuck did the time go? I had a conversation with my mom today. She told me nothing subtracts. Everything you've done adds up to who you are. And it's not bad. Anyway, I have a lot of hope for the future. I'm making some big changes in 2024. Hoping to embark on some really exciting, hopefully good work while I've got time left on this earth. It's a relief to finally be awake. But it's also terribly isolating to realize upon waking just how empty the house you've woken up in is. The house of your life. I'm gonna keep trying. Anyway, I was just feeling in the mood, out walking the fire road path with my parents, and I wanted to share this thought with you. Anyone else feeling like they've woken up at the age of 40 or somewhere in the middle or latter half of life, feeling like you don't know where all the years went now that you can finally see clearly? How do you deal with that? How do you stay focused on that clear path ahead of you and not feel so discouraged by how much progress you feel you've lost? Right now, the only thing I can figure out to do is to spend time around people who are aiming up and just try to keep my head down and do the work every day. Anyway, till I see you again, please take good care of yourself and be good to each other. Take it easy.